So let's do this, but before we can start, you will need a model. And let me show you my model here. This is some weird face I made some time ago. And if you are on Udemy, I will attach this file so you have something to work with. And then go back to your project and make sure that this model is being located in your assets folder. So let's write create model function now, and there's no need for this tutorial to make it generic, but of course you can do this if you want. And let's copy this function here and let's write a prototype first. And we will call this one create model. Good, let's now write the actual function. And of course we need to pass this parameter again. This is our engine. And then we can write engine, then model, this is the model class, and create. And like all the other classes, we need to create an unique identifier. So let's call this one model head. And let's set a value of 1. Okay, let's pass it as parameter. And let's return the result here. Let's now set the size of the model. And for that, we type in engine model set size. And in my case, I would take the texture's size. So the first parameter here again is our model ID. And the second parameter is LunarMath.d. And the size here is pixel. And in my case, it's 329 and 340. Very good. We are now able to load this texture here. But before we can do that, we first need to load another engine module to load images into our application. So open our load engine function here, and to load the image library we just need to type engine init img. This will load the image library. Loading a texture now is very easy. For that, we need to type add texture. Now the first parameter of this function is our model ID again. And the second parameter, and this is new now, is a texture ID. And this texture ID must be unique to this specific model. This is because a model can have more than one textures actually. So let's define a texture ID. And let's call this one default texture with a value of 1. So let's pass it as parameter here. And the last parameter again is the relative path of the executable file to our texture file. So in my case it's assets and the name of the file. And by the way, don't forget to catch the result here and here. And that's it actually. All we need to do now is to call our create model function inside our load scene function. So open this function here and let's call create model. Very good. Now let's run our application to see if it works. And there he is, your very first model. What we could do now is to center our model on screen. So shall we? For that, open the create model function again and let's set the model's position. So type in engine model set position. And again, the first parameter is the model ID. And the second one is the position. Maybe you can recall the text video, because in this video I showed you how to center the text. And we will do it the same way here with the model. So let's start with the first dimension. Let's type in engine, get screen width, minus get size, and we're taking half of it. And of course, pass the model ID here again. And let's do it the same way with the other dimension. So let's copy this one. And let's just change this one to Y and this one to height. And this should work. This should center the model on screen. Let's run our application now to see if it works. And here you go. This is really the center of the screen. Very good. So if you have any more questions on that topic, just ask in the comments. So I'll see you in the next video.